Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Attorneys for a 21-year-old man say he was repeatedly raped by inmates in a detention center guard at a facility in South Carolina. Take a look. We're told that this happened at the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center. The 21-year-old, we're told, was awaiting trial. The man was facing a drug charge when, beginning on August 26, he says he was sexually assaulted on at least 2 different occasions by 4 different perpetrators. The Richland County Sheriff's Department did not provide a response to the allegations, since they say they do not comment on pending litigation. The Strom law firm is representing the man and multiple other clients in cases involving reports of abuse and neglect at the jail. They say in their statement, one sexual assault is too many. One time is unacceptable. This man was subjected to multiple assaults by multiple perpetrators, including an Alvin S. Glenn detention officer. Attorney Bakari Sellers and his colleagues sent a letter to the U.S. Department of Justice in February requesting a federal investigation into issues at the detention center. In it, they called the conditions like a war zone and hell on earth.
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler for No Picks Podcast.
Damn. What up, family? Joe, No Picks Podcast. What's up, y'all?
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hey, guys, it's Angie.
All right, so let me go with Angie on this one. Angie, what's your thoughts on the clip I just played?
Wow.
Right?
My first thought was it must be bad because said man is willing to come up publicly.
21-year-old man.
I was gang raped. He's putting it all on the line, right? So it must have been bad because there are countless men who, and I think we've had a conversation about this before, there are countless men who have been abused in some way.
Watch out for the booty warrior.
What'd you say, Chelsea?
I said he's got to watch out for the booty warrior.
The booty warrior.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, so many men have been encountered by the booty warrior, and they're taking that shit to their grave. Do you hear me?
I ain't saying nothing.
Kudos to this young man.
Yo, his butthole must have prolapsed or something. You know, like when they say like the butthole come out, like he had to go. Something crazy had to happen because like for him to tell is like it says something crazy to me. Like, but yes. So what you think, Chelsea?
Well, my confusion is why the guard also raped him.
Yeah, that was crazy to me too. Yeah,
because like you have access to the outside world, so like why are we needing to access the inmates?
It was 3 inmates and a guard. I'm like, what? Like the
guard's
like, hey, tag me in.
Like, the inmates, I know that's a whole thing. But the guard is. I was kind of like, okay, I'm not sure what the story was with that, but
what's your thoughts, Joe?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's horrible, bro. Like, we know this is a problem. We know, like, all right, so I'll say this again. Everybody, right, male or female, stay out of jail. Like, jail sounds every time I hear about stories about jail, it just sounds horrible, right? It ain't always the people playing PS5 and using their cell phones to go on Facebook Live in their cells. Like, it ain't you see that sometimes, but a lot of the time I feel like it's these stories, right? Of people getting assaulted and violated or murdered or hurt. But I think it sounds horrible, bro, and I think it happens way often than we like to talk about.
Facts.
I think that and I think that prisons I think we should really question, like, in our society, especially because America has the highest incarcerated rate of all the countries in the world. Like, we have the highest rate of incarcerated people of any other country in the world. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Like that's just not you can't argue against that, right? So we have a lot of people in our country who are incarcerated, and it's like, what are our prisons for? Are they actually for rehab? Because from what I see, people go to jail as criminals for like petty offenses, and then they learn how to do bigger crimes in jail, and then come out and commit bigger crimes, and then go back to jail, and it perpetuates the cycle. So, like, are prisons supposed to rehabilitate? Or is it supposed to be a way to like help people, you know, get back into society? Like, what are our prisons for? Because right now it just sounds like a war ground. It sounds horrible.
Right.
No. But that's my first thought. It sounds horrible, right? It sounds bad.
All right. So let me ask another question. All right. For starting with you, Joe, on a scale of 1 to 10, right? This is gonna be an asshole question, right? But on a scale of 1 to 10, how big is your
asshole? What?
how big is your how much do you care about men in prison being sexually assaulted on a scale of 1 to 10?
It matters a lot, bro.
Okay,
I mean,
but
so
a 10.
Well, 10 being the most. I'd say the most.
10 being you're
horrible.
absolutely outraged. You're willing to fucking march and die for this fucking cause. Like, you ready for this shit?
I mean, if I was younger and had the time, probably. But like, I'd say if 10 being like I'm really upset about it, like the most upset, I'd say a 10. It's horrible.
So I already know this question, but let me ask. But I already know the answer to this question, but let me ask. So you weigh it the same as like, you know, you walking down the street, la 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 la, you know, walking down Germantown Ave, and somebody jumping out and doing that to you, versus you being in jail and somebody doing that to you. Do you view it the same? Do you see both people as equal victims?
I do, because I feel like we throw around the word criminal too loosely, and I think that there are criminals a very vague term, and some people get put into jail and called criminals, and we don't know why they did it. Or like Tupac said, I never did a crime I didn't have to do. Like, we don't know what people's intentions were, what they were trying to do, or even if they were guilty of it, because people go to jail all the time innocently. We don't know. So because they're in jail, it's okay for them to be sexually assaulted?
Fair. It's 10 all the way around. I respect that.
I'd say 10, yeah.
Right. All right. So, Ange, I'm going to go with Chelsea first. Chelsea, 1 to 10, how outraged are you of sexual assaults happening in jail? How outraged are you? Are you clutching your pearls? Like, what's up?
Wait, but real quick, didn't it say he was waiting for sentencing or something?
It's a drug charge.
He was in there for a drug charge, and
he could have been selling weed.
Wasn't he like? Didn't it say something about like he was still waiting to go to court, or like he wasn't like fully?
Yeah, he was waiting to be charged.
Yeah, I think he was waiting to be charged, formally be charged.
It was a drug charge.
Yeah.
So that's where my like.
So there's levels to you. So okay, look. So let me. Okay, so if he was convicted and he went to
only convicted
Graterford. Then what?
Like,
let's do the two scenarios. The one scenario, you know, he's just waiting the trial. He didn't have his day in court yet. How would you feel then? 1 to 10?
10.
Okay, so
because what if he's innocent or something? And this man
fair. Could be a technicality,
That's
right?
Fair.
Could be a dirty cop, right? Could be dirty cop. So now, say he got convicted. He got caught moving blow like the dude, like the movie. What's up? Like, he got convicted. Now he's in there for 20 years. Now what's your thoughts? It's clearly different though. Like, it ain't 10.
Hey, listen, no judgment.
I mean, it's still upsetting, but it would probably be more of like a 7 or 8 because
okay, all right. Well, listen, I love answers. I love answers. This is whatever you would have said would have been cool with me. If you just said kept it at 10 like Joe, I'd have been cool with it. What about you? And so both scenarios,
if I had to choose, convicted or not convicted, I don't think anybody deserves to be raped. But now the charge is going to be what probably tears me. Like, if you on there on some pedophile-ish, then have at them.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like
those are charges where,
I think
go after certain.
Wait. Hold on. Joe, you just messed up the whole game for me. I'm confused now. So now so for some crimes, you're cool with them being butt raped.
Yeah. Yeah.
That goes against your whole moral argument, though.
Pedophiles, rapists,
Joe, that goes against your whole like, I thought you were morally opposed to any kind of sexual, regardless of the situation. But now you're saying you're cool with it in some situations.
I'm okay with people who are pedophiles and touch kids to get violated in every way.
What about murderers? What if somebody kept somebody in the basement for 6 years and ate their eyeballs and shit? Are you cool with them being? You see how it's weird? It's like you either got to stay with the energy or not. Like, it's you can't pick and choose what crimes.
The thing is, like, when you say criminal, you could have someone who sold a bag of weed and got caught in the corner with some nicks.
Right.
Or we can talk about somebody who like sexually assaulted a 10-year-old in a dark alley.
How about murder? Like, but what about murder?
Do you weigh those the same?
No, of course not. But
right. So my intensity is going to be different. My energy is going to be different depending on what they did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just depends.
So the scenario. What about a murderer? If a murderer, if I murder, I stabbed my mom 100 times and they send me to jail. Are you cool with me getting my butt taken?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a moral argument because there's exceptions to the rule.
But if you got caught stealing a candy bar from a convenience store and you got locked up, I don't want you to get violated because you stole a candy bar from a convenience store. You know what I'm saying?
So in your opinion, so you agree with Angie that it's if the crime is petty, then your butt should be yours. It shouldn't be nobody else's.
Bro,
I think if you take somebody's butt, you can get your butt taken. Period.
That's
where I'm
at. I like that, Angie. That's a great way to sum it up. I can agree with that. What
if I kill my
I
mom?
don't even think a murderer deserves to have their butt taken. If you taking butt, then you get your butt's up for grabs.
How about a life for a life, a butt for a butt? How about that? Is that fair? Is that fair?
All right. So I'll answer my own question when I say that. Listen, if people in jail, bro, like I guess the crime does matter, right? Like y'all said.
Yeah,
but I would imagine that they keep like if they keep they keep lifers away from like a dude that got a domestic violence he in there for 6 months. They don't keep they don't in the same zone because them lifers would be like, nigga, you getting out in 6 months. I'm going to eat your face. You know what I mean? Like they gonna go crazy on you because they jealous that you about to get out in 6 months. So they keep those people separate anyway. So the people that are in there, you know what I mean, doing that crazy stuff are lifers and 25 plus years and all that stuff. So they have been convicted of doing things or whatever. So
how was this guy not even charged yet? And he was like,
he was in like the jail, like the jail before you go to prison. So
okay.
Yeah. So I guess shit, I don't know. But so I'll say this: sexual assault is always wrong. Sexual assault is always wrong in every scenario. However,
get out of here! All of a sudden, Ty's the noble one. He's the
however,
get out of here.
Listen, I truly could care less if you go like that's a deterrent. You like people. I've learned about that ever since I was a kid. People be like, "Oh, Joe, you heard the same thing. Oh, you don't want to go in there with Bubba. You better straighten up, young boy. You better straighten up, kid." Listen, my ass was straightened. I joined the army and all that shit. I'm like, all right, cool. My butt never getting taken, bro. I'm done. That's never happening to me. My butt is gonna be mine forever.
Not this butt.
So. You should know. I think that you should know that if you go to jail, your butt it might get taken. Like it's a good chance it might get taken, right? Like, yeah. So I'm not. Am I? On the scale of 1 to 10, my shit's like a 3. Like I'm not really outraged like that. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have been in there to get your butt taken anyway. So I mean,
but Ty, what if you got caught lacking and maybe you caught a Dewey and you was sitting in prison?
I wouldn't want my butt to be taken. No.
Right, but do you think it would be okay if you did? Because you're already in jail. You just caught a Dewey.
So I'm in jail for I don't know, like a year or something like that.
Yeah, for a DUI.
It would suck, but I mean, if it got taken, I'd be like, I mean, I wouldn't tell y'all. I wouldn't tell y'all what the fuck.
Bro, you wild, bro.
I come out there like, ain't nobody touching this butt, nigga. Y'all got me fucked up out here. Like,
I think
nobody be playing by my name. Y'all got me fucked up out here, nigga. Like,
I think it's different too between the inmate and the guard doing it.
No, the guard needs to get 1,000 years. He's bugging.
There's
like
no
he is.
Excuse for the guard. He has access to all butts in the world.
All butts.
He doesn't need to be strictly inmates.
No, I'm with you.
Inmates don't have a choice. That's what they have. That's
they got
what
inmate
butt.
They got what they call it, bussy. They got bussy.
I never want to go to jail. I pray to God I never go to jail, bro. I never want to go to jail, bro.
Listen, y'all will not see me out there.
I don't think it should be free game though, because there's certain things I'm willing to go to jail about, and my baby is one of them. And that don't mean I deserve to be out of my house.
That's what I'm saying. It depends, right?
It's probably different for women, but you're probably gonna be eating some tacos. Like you might be.
Oh, tacos!
You might be in there. You gonna be somebody's girlfriend grabbing somebody bed and walking in with the child and shit like that. Like, but anyway.
Well, I will be welcome back into society. You won't.
Well, nobody gonna know with me. I'm gonna be like, them niggas tried, nigga. Them niggas tried. Got me fucked. Them niggas ain't touched nothing in here. Lies. Unless they got the booty warrior telling on me.
I was gonna say. The booty warrior might do a TikTok on you.
All right. Well, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
All right, y'all. Be safe.